All right, y'all. So, God Goku and Beerus were announced yesterday evening. Along with that, we actually got a couple of announcements for different things coming to Dokkan in the future, and the community is on fire. I feel like this happens every time new information is revealed for Dokkan. Something wrong is going on, or just people don't like it, and maybe people sometimes exaggerate. I feel like some of the things people are talking about here aren't really exaggerated, but some of them are. So I guess just again to briefly talk about this here, God Goku and Beerus were announced yesterday, the next dual Dokkan Fest. These characters will be coming out on the 7th, they said. So we should be getting like a data download for this, I assume on the 6th, is when I expect to see that. I don't believe we have any teasers for upcoming things yet, no. So I feel like what's gonna happen is later, like tomorrow, or I say tomorrow, but like tomorrow at like 1 a.m. my time, which is Pacific time, we'll see the in-game kind of teaser for like, oh, here's upcoming content that's coming. Maybe we'll get announcements for the blue zone, things like that, or like a Ari red zone. It's something I could really expect potentially, because sometimes in these producers letters they don't really like talk about everything that's coming. Like we got the new characters in Easy Info and then some details on a future update releasing, but that's really it. Beyond that, I would just think that we would maybe see EZA details like in the data download, but I don't really expect that to be the case. I mean, maybe they tweet EZA details out tonight. I guess is not impossible to consider, but I'm not really sure when like the Beerus and Whis Super EZA and then the STR Whis EZA is going to happen for sure. We'll talk about this in a bit. Let's see people's thoughts on God Goku and Beerus. This is first and foremost. So let me actually refresh this just to be sure. And this is a whole other topic. Purely in terms of animations, but even last year's Golden Week had more aura, which is saying something. You like Battle Gods a lot more than Universe 6 versus Universe 7 2. You haven't read a Dokkan kit in 2.5 months, so you got no comments there. I mean, the animations definitely for God Goku, I'm a bit underwhelmed. I think Beerus's I'm like fine with. Like for Beerus, I'm whelmed. But for like God Goku, I'm underwhelmed. Like again, we see Beerus's like intro right here. It's just kind of okay. But the super tech animation is kind of cool. I think they like played around with a few things here. I just feels a lot more interactive and fluid, like a little bit more unique as well. I think it's chill, right? And then of course the active skill I think it looks really nice. He has a counter too, which I like. But the active skill itself looks really nice, honestly. I'm a big fan of how the active skill is looking. It looks cool, right? And then they obviously redid the 2020 animation for physical Beerus, and it also looks just like a lot better than it was before. So like you could definitely see the improvement here. Also, the Chaos Grid is silly, but then we see like God Goku's animations, and I'm not like I'm like okay with it. Like again, the intro animation's fine, right? It's just like a downgraded version of physical God Goku though, and this just looks like okay to me. Like I don't know, it's like we got the punch. And I don't know. That's really it. The active skill itself is also fine. Here's the revive here. I mean, that's the physical Beerus super attack, I believe. Like this shot looks fine. This right here. This looks fine. This looks a little uncanny though. Like, am I crazy? This looks like a little. There's something about this feels off to me. I don't know if it's just me, but this shot right here, I don't like it. The Chi-Chi shot looks fine. But this here, this looks like a little weird. But I don't know. Maybe just... I don't... I don't think it... Is that how it looked like in the movie, man? I really don't know. Either way, this... It's fine. The way he's hunched out over here, it looks a bit silly. I don't know. Something about this just doesn't feel like cool. Like I like the little smirk there, but it's just some of these just feel kind of off for me. Holy PNG is crazy. I mean, it looks like how it is from the movie, which I'm not gonna say the movie's the best animated thing ever, but you know, that's all I got about that. We're giving a Beerus's kid again, just in case. Actually, I already have Beerus's kid up, but ridiculous shorts considering the anime's releasing 5 months, with new animations to be used. Cool intros, but mediocre everything else. The Morale Gods, leader skill stupid. Plus, Beerus has the disgusting exchange boo. 2023 World War Celebration Edition of leading a patient or an enemy. Yeah, I hate this. I said this in my first reveal, like reaction, but facing a Roma Gods enemy. So what's gonna happen is we're gonna get like the Ari Red Zone Roma Gods or something, and then it's gonna be like, oh, here's all the Roma Gods enemies, and then it's gonna be like, yeah, in 4 weeks, all these Roma Gods enemies are gonna be gone. So you're actually not gonna be able to use the spears after 4 weeks in any content that's available. Because what we'll have after the Ari Red Zone leaves again, we'll have Cell Max, and then what's it called? Bio Broly. We'll have the Gammas, I guess. We have like that physical UI in the Blue Evolution Vegeta stage, right? But unless we keep getting Roma Gods, which is not impossible to consider, right? Like us to keep getting Roma Gods, but it's like the thing is that it's if it happens. Not it will happen if we get more Roma God celebrations while the Spears is still effective, then we could see the Spears still effective. If that happens, that's the only thing. That's the biggest complaint this year that I think is valid, is a limited time content in relation to characters, especially like this. Or Int Majin Vegeta as another character where it's like, oh boy, this guy, you get his passive with Majin Buu Saga, or if you have a Trunks. And then it's like, okay, well now we lost all our Majin Buu Saga category enemies in those difficult fights. So now we need a Trunks on the team. And obviously, Trunks is not really in the best spot right now. Physical Trunks is fine. Right? Like we're chilling physical Trunks. This character is also fine. Like you throw this character on the team, they're able to hold their own. But like, it would be so much nicer if you wouldn't have to, if you could like build your team a little differently, right? I digress though. You know, at the end of the day, I think it's not the biggest deal of all time, because it's not like characters within the year that they're released. Like, it's not like the first time we're seeing like, oh, a character releases in 2026, by the like midway year of 2027, they're mediocre. That happens all the time. Think back to last year. Let's think about maybe a character like STR Cell doesn't have a team, but well, STR Cell's not really the best example, because when he gets a buff in terms of like a new Cell coming out, he's actually still going to be a good character, which is kind of funny. Who else? March, I guess Diamond Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta also got a buff. I guess Kid Goku is a good example, but the content was shifted differently. One thing I will say though is they're always gonna have the ability to bring a character back. Like I was talking about this, but right here. Well, firstly, this is this tech that Celtic Link made. That Beerus was homeless. That got power crept in 2 months. So Beerus came out in what? He came out in he came out in November, didn't he? I can't spell Beerus, I guess. Where's this guy? I think he came out in November. Yeah, November, and then obviously December, January, and then February he got like kind of power crept by the 10th anniversary. You're still able to use some 10th anniversary content though. Like I believe I used this guy once or twice in the Battle Hard and Formidable Foe stages that everyone just like pretended didn't exist, I guess. But I think this guy actually might theoretically be okay. I did some math for him, right? With the 80% support, he has guard plus 70% reduction, plus he has about like 1.4 mil defense. It's not enough for him to like be a great character or even a good character, but I think if we get like super attack effect support on the team, maybe STR Luis's EZA, maybe STR Beerus Luis, maybe another character that comes out during the celebration, we don't know how things will end up. or just like a bunch of extra support moving around, this guy might actually be, unironically, a decent option. Like, they have the way that they're designing characters now, like this Beerus specifically, is providing what, 10% reduction to planetary destruction realm of gods characters. We're seeing people talk about AGL Champa, who's gonna have what, 76% damage reduction. AGL Beerus, who's gonna have, I think, 76% dodge as well, or 75% dodge. Yeah, right here, 25% dodge there. And then AGL Beerus, actually, AGL Beerus has 51% chance to dodge, does he not? Something weird like that, no? High chance to dodge here. It's not 51%, it's just 50%. So he's gonna have a 75% chance to dodge. This guy, maybe he'll be a decent option, right? The only issue is obviously he has the same name, but he is giving 50% attack and defense support. I guess the thing about this guy is all of his stats are start of turn, like defensively. So theoretically, you can throw this guy in slot 1. Like, it's possible. You also have the scouter for the first 3 turns for this guy, so that's gonna be useful. But yeah, I mean, honestly, you could probably throw this guy around. So STR, he's giving 80% 3-turn support, and LR Beerus, he's giving 6% reduction. I mean, it's very possible that like this guy might actually be a decent exploding character. I feel like we could see like you could have a full God of Destruction Beerus team, like this this Beerus, Int Beerus plus Super Easy A Beerus Whis, Int Beerus plus Easy A Whis, then you float what, Tech Beerus, AGL Beerus, and then AGL Champa maybe, and then you have so much support rolling around on the team. Could be kind of cool. Or again, you could always throw in another character. So we'll have to see how things pan out. Happy Days and Namek, also your most wanted dual Dokkan Fest, which made the anime remake. Yeah, again, no one is like really satisfied with this so far. Rock with RG or Battle Gods Beerus are cool. There's Beerus dancing. Fortnite Beerus, bro. They seem good. Not forgetting about the animations, but they seem good. Great picks. Look at that. Planet Namek Frontier is a slugfest. I heard that the new Frontier stage is pretty tough. I actually have not sat down to do it yet. Which is funny because like I want to record more Dokkan videos on my phone, but like the issue is my cord just keeps fucking up and it annoys me every time I try. I think I might have to just buy a brand new phone in this case. I just keep forgetting. I actually unaround because there's action too. So aspect, they seem broken. God Goku's animations looked worse in 2023. I mean, honestly, yeah. Beerus' animation wise looked crazy. I do like Beerus' animations. Pretty cool, crazy choices. Pretty sure they're hiding God Goku's EZA. Yeah, I'm pretty sure they're hiding physical God Goku's EZA. But I've always said this. The issue with physical God Goku's EZA is that he's gonna have the same name of the new God Goku coming out. So not only do we have this Super Saiyan God Goku that's releasing, but we also have another God Goku that's going to be coming out based on the new anime remake. So physical God Goku is in a little bit of a tough spot naming wise. That's one issue. 6.5 out of 10. Why now? God Goku looks absolutely insane with the free revive massive stats. Yeah, again, I was saying this. I haven't seen stats of the characters yet, but I mean, God Goku has over 1,000 attack and defense. Then he's getting, because he has 300 here, 600 with basic effects, then 1,110% attack and defense on his first turn. Then, where is it? He gets 200% attack when attacking, 250% defense when receiving an attack. He has tons of dodge. He has 50% reduction turn 1. Then he has a free revive. You just need a Realm of Gods rotation, or if there's 6 or more Pure Saiyans or Hybrid Saiyans category allies on the team. Now, keep in mind, I feel like I assume the Pure Saiyans and Hybrid Saiyans category that could still be also all allies based on the wording, but I'm not 100% sure because theoretically you could do it as, or you know, just the character KO'd. But I assume it's character and ally attacking the same turn as KO'd. as well for the pure Saiyans and hybrid Saiyans restriction, which is again very easy to get, honestly. That's very, very easy. Because again, there's actually a free character you could have on the team. So like you could have double God Goku lead and throw Beerus on the team, and you still have like the potential to get the full pure Saiyans and hybrid Saiyans rotation. Or like on a diamond team, maybe if there's another character you'd run. Obviously, like post revive, he still gets a bunch of these buffs and a guaranteed dodge turn as well. Like physical, this AGL God Goku looks really good. I do like what this guy's looking like here. Like to me, he looks like he's gonna be quite strong, but he's like only slightly restricted at least. Beerus, I'm not sure. I need to see what he's like against no Realm of Gods enemies. Now, what's really interesting about Beerus is that he actually gets better defense against no Realm of Gods enemies. Because, again, he has a 30% reduction here, then plus the guard. So his turn 1, he's going to have 50% reduction before attacking. Not against Realm of Gods enemies. So theoretically, he will age better defensively in slot 1 against non-Realm of Gods enemies. But one thing to consider is he's losing a ton of support. 80% attack support. Really crazy. So, I mean, we'll see. I'm not sure like how this is going to age out. It could help him against AoE attacks, maybe. That's what I'm thinking. Yeah, here are these 8 choices as I was talking about earlier. I think this is cool. I mean, physical God Goku not using yet. I assume that'll probably just happen not this week, maybe next week. I don't know. I'm not sure why they're like just holding out on physical God Goku's EZA like that. It's a bit weird. Whatever, we can close this and this. There's this. Actually, I want to talk about this here and this. So this is where like the big negativity is coming in from a lot of people as well. I think this is completely fair to be mad at. Why are they waiting until June? They said in June this update will come up. JP, we got this on the 22nd. Like, we got this last month. We've had this. I could load up the game right now and I have this update that Global's waiting until next month for. Now, I did see Rick talk about this, and it's like maybe they're waiting to like, they're waiting because of a bigger update they're preparing for, and they're just gonna merge those updates together. Like maybe JP will get an update in June, which would make sense if the TDC character is coming with like a new mechanic, then getting a game update right before TDC in June makes a lot of sense to me, because the Transcendent Dokkan campaign will start on June 30th. That's how it usually is. The TDC starts on June 30th. So maybe there's like some update with a new mechanic. And then the update happens like, I don't know, June 18th. And then Global is just going to get both of those updates here. I think it's pretty dumb. Maybe there's a reason for that. I don't know. My hands are up in the air. I genuinely am not sure. I don't know. This is like, if you've been playing Global after the sync and you never played Global pre-sync, this is like this is a genuine, like, when people say Global Shaft, this is like a actual example of that. Because I feel like Global Shaft became a meme because people used to say it for almost everything, to the point where it just became a meme and people would say it for everything for just comedic effect. But this is a genuine, like, just Global Shaft, dude. I don't understand. I think if they gave they could have given like an actual reason why, but they're not. Global sync situation is crazy. Yeah, maybe this will be the title of the video, man. Global sync situation is crazy, bro. Maybe this is the thumbnail. I could just make this the thumbnail. Jith DB. Jith. Damn, I feel like I'm stupid as fuck. I definitely fucked that up, man. I'm so sorry. I'm a chud. I shouldn't. What am I doing with my life? Still getting global shafts after 2 years. Yeah. People are angry about this. I think that's very fair. Power Broly Slayer is true. Don't care. Definition of mid. Not terrible, not great. Bald God Goku Beerus. Cool. They could have given Goku a different active. Not a good choice right now. Better do them later. It wasn't terrible, but they should have saved it. God Goku seems super fun. Beers is also nice, but why so much Realm of God is a good category, but you wish one was more legendary existence focused. Into Namagoku isn't a good lead. Okay, in Namagoku, dude. Oof. That guy waiting for a super easy. Worst possible choice for Golden Week. The remake is in 5 months and Goku's animations suck. Piccolo and 17 DKP Kid Goku Butang's Ultimate Gohan. I think there was many other options they could have picked. I feel like maybe they just wanted to squeeze out the last bit of movie animations before doing the remake. But it's just like so odd. I don't know. Maybe like the remake will be some tag. Like what if the remake God Goku is like a tag God Goku and like Super Saiyan 2 Vegeta? And then the remake Beerus is like a tag Beerus and Whis. And then they're getting these guys out of the way now, so that when the remake comes, we get tag Alars. And then they work really well with these guys. Maybe that's what's happening. Who knows? They love their tag characters. I think this is something that people may be overacting with. Like, they said this is purely cosmetic, just for the card art. So I don't think this is a big deal. But it comes to this, which I see the sentiment where it's like, okay, Geppy did everything in his power to make Dokkan as much of a usual pay-to-win FOMO gacha as he could. That's depressing. I'm not sure where this is coming from. I've seen people talk about this because someone posted the difference in stat calculations between 55% and Rainbow between the new characters. And it's like, oh man, it looks like a pretty big difference, right? Like about a few million worth of tanking power. And it's like, yeah, you know, that's how dupes work, man. Like, am I crazy? Like, has it not always been a thing? Like, what characters have not been super different unless they're like super mega high damage reduction characters? Like, I think it's more exemplified in a character like this God Goku. And of course, as we could say, the bigger the character stats will get, the bigger the difference between 55% and 100% could be as well. Like, that is just a thing I think that will happen. But I think it's not a super common thing. And two, I mean, okay, probably a little obvious. I'm not like a wailing on this game anymore. I'm like closer to free to play. If anything, I barely spend on this game anymore because I don't need to. I realize it doesn't matter. Like, you could summon for anniversary, clear content for the rest of the year. That's what I've been doing. And obviously, me like having wailed in the past few years with easy come stuff like that, you could argue I have an advantage over other people. That's fair. But like, okay, so here's the argument. I said, is this really true? Besides missing out on like 1 or 2 stone, like 5 stone missions, like, oh god, you know, I have to summon for the crossover team, guys. I need to beat my 5 stone mission, guys. I have to spend a few hundred stones just to get my 5 stone mission done, guys. It's really important to me to get my 5 dragon stone mission. So I have to spend a few $100s, guys. Look, it has to happen, man. I need my 5 fucking dragon stones to get the crossover. I beat this mission with like Xenopan as my leader. I just like what extra FOMO exists this year that didn't exist in previous years? I think it's not like summon FOMO that exists, but it's the idea that you are, I would argue, I feel less inclined to summon this year because if I summon or if I get a character like this AGO Beerus, or if I get a character like It Beerus this year, you know what I feel like when I look at a character like this? Oh, there's a Realm of Gods category enemy restriction. We're gonna get the Ari Red Zone for this character. I talked about it earlier in the video. We're gonna get the Ari Red Zone or the Ari Blue Zone, whatever they give us for this. We're gonna have a bunch of Realm of Gods enemies. I was like, okay, you know, if I wanted someone for this Beerus, now I know he's gonna not have any Realm of Gods enemies in like 3 weeks, then what the fuck am I gonna do with this character? Like, that's how I feel about it. So I think saying FOMO, like pay to win FOMO gotcha for this, is it because like there's a bigger difference in dupes now than 55%? While that is true, it's not like it's a huge shift from what it used to be, because most characters became drastically better at Rainbow than 55%, or even with just 2 dupes at 55%. Besides like a select few anniversary characters, this has always been a thing. Like this is just a thing that happens. And even then, I'm rocking my free dupe Super Saiyan 4 Goku out here. I'm rocking, I guess to be fair, I did get pretty lucky in this banner, but like I'm sure people could run in with a 55% Nappa Vegeta, 55% Dabura, right? I don't think that it's as big of a deal as people are making it out to be, because it's been the same thing. So this is not something that Gappy is doing specifically that's changing Dokkan. It's you just realizing that Dokkan's been like this, and you're taking it to just complain about something that doesn't even need to be complained about, rather than focusing on the actual issues like this. Or you could argue this sucks, and this has potential to suck, but it's not going to. Or this, the choice of this being the dual Dokkan Fest, I think no one likes it. And then I say this, right? But like, okay, it's a 1,000 small things that culminate together. They're not noticeable, but as a big picture, it's dismantling the game's identity. I just want to know what it is. Did Plenty respond? The average player is not patiently waiting every data download drop. They're checking in and not... Wait, they're checking in not of the game every few days, weeks, or months. But I'm not sure like what this is supposed to mean. Burst more titles. But what does this have to do with FOMO? Dude, FOMO for pay to win FOMO. What does this have to do with pay to win FOMO? I think that the burst mode OSTs suck. But this has always been an issue with burst mode, where they don't bring back the burst modes back. And they have, actually, no, I think they have brought back 1 or 2 of the burst modes back, right? There's just an issue with burst mode as a mode with the OSTs. And now they're adding titles. But what does that have to do with pay to win FOMO? What does that constitute? Losing out on a burst mode title, like, that's the title. If it's like if it's Dragon Stones, if it's like, oh man, I really want to be the event, sure. But like, you need to like recognize like what you're missing out on. It's not like a game like, I can't even say Star Rail, because Star Rail is really free to play friendly, and you could beat the difficult content. Like, you don't have to 0 cycle content in Star Rail to get all the rewards. You have to 10 cycle, which is plenty of time. But these titles, what, like, so you're saying, oh man, I want this title so fucking bad, I'm gonna spend a few $100s to make sure I get this title. Like, I just, maybe I'm just like, maybe I'm just different in how I think about this, but at the time limited content, I already talked about this. I think it makes people want to summon less, because their characters are not going to be good after that. And obviously you'll want to, I think there's the idea of you'll want to summon to beat the content, but you can still beat the content without the new characters. You're just going to miss out on like 5 stones. Like, what mission here? It's like, this is arguably the only mission. If you've never summoned on a crossover banner before, you have none of the Xenoverse characters, which they gave multiple of them for free. To be fair, you do want them like all with dupes to get this mission done if you don't have God Vegeta. I think that is this is valid for this single mission. It's not even 5 stones. It's 3 stones. You don't even get a single summon off this. You don't get a single summon. You can't do anything. Like, at best, you refresh your stamina. Will it suck if you're like, oh man, I'm 3 stones off of this multi-summon? Just wait until your dailies reset. Like... Think, Mark, think. I just like, what is he doing for this? Like, I have to look at the replies. Yeah, just like the alternate arts doesn't matter. The Dokkan Frontiers kind of poo-poo. I've seen a lot of people talk about it. But like, what is... I just like, people are saying like all of this is changing, but like, yeah, what is changing? What is different this year than last year or any year before? I just don't know. I don't know. Maybe I'm just like out of touch, but let me know what you guys are thinking. You know, as someone who, again, like I said, not really spending money in the game, still clearing content just fine, you know, like I'm chilling. I don't get it, but let me know what y'all think. I literally, I did like 1 rotation on Vegeta Nappa. I did like one rotation on Dabura. I didn't get Dabura or Vegeta Nappa. I summoned on the anniversary. I got anniversary characters, got Majin Vegeta, Goku. And then it's like, it's been fine. And obviously I've been cycling in characters from last year too. Like Mini, Daimo, Forku, things like that. I don't even have fucking Goma. I don't know. By the way, I would say I probably would skip these guys. I don't think they're worth summoning for. Like, we'll see what the missions are. But again, it's not like, dude, I'm not going to be able to beat the Ari Red Zone without God Goku and Beerus. Like, I really doubt that. I genuinely really do doubt that. So I appreciate y'all, and yeah, I'll catch you guys next time. Peace out.